After his arrest this morning, former Prince Andrew has been released from police custody, but is still under investigation tonight.
He does face charges in connection to his ties with Jeffrey Epstein. Tina Kraus is live for us outside Buckingham Palace with the very latest. Tina?
Jessica and Christine, the arrest of former Prince Andrew threw the royal family into crisis this morning. It's an unprecedented move against the monarchy in modern British history, and it came on the 66th birthday of Andrew. Cameras caught a glimpse of former Prince Andrew leaving the police station Thursday nearly 12 hours after he was arrested at his family's royal estate on suspicion of misconduct in public office in connection to his relationship with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
I think it was always inevitable that Andrew was going to be questioned by the police, but let's not mistake this. The arrest of a senior is the first time that a senior member of the royal family has been arrested like this.
Investigators are looking into whether Andrew shared confidential government information with the disgraced financier during the royals' time as a British trade envoy. While King Charles stripped Andrew of his titles last year because of the Epstein scandal, Andrew has long denied any wrongdoing. Do you think he should have been arrested?
Yes, I think so. I think there's obviously something really wrong that's happened.
The family of Virginia Giuffre, who died by suicide after accusing the then prince of abuse, called Thursday's arrest a victory.
This is just such a win for Virginia and for all survivors out there, truly.
In a statement, King Charles said the royal family will cooperate with investigators, writing in part, "Let me state clearly, the law must take its course." The former prince was once second in line to the British throne. It's not yet clear how his arrest will affect the royal family going forward.
If evidence was to appear that showed other royals somehow in cahoots with him, then that's a completely different kettle of fish. But at the moment, it's one stinky fish.
The king carried on business as usual, taking a front row seat at a London fashion show just hours after his younger brother's arrest. Tonight, police are still searching the former Windsor home of Mountbatten, Windsor. After they searched earlier, they scoured his property that he is currently living in. He is the most senior British royal to be arrested since King Charles I. That was back more than 350 years ago.
Tina, what does the timeline look like as far as possible charges? And what does that legal process look like in the UK?
Well, what we do know is we have momentum, that investigators say they have momentum. Thames Valley Police, they were the police department that arrested Andrew this morning. But there are at least 7 other police departments across this country that say they are investigating his ties to Epstein. And they want to get to the bottom of what happened. It's much different here in the UK as far as, you know, in the U.S. when you see someone arrested and you get a mugshot and you find out documents right away. Here, things are kept much closer to the vest. It's very different. Even media organizations can face penalties if they prejudice a potential jury, even unnecessarily. So things just work a lot stricter here, I would say.
Tina Kraus outside Buckingham Palace for us tonight. Tina, thank you.
And just a short time ago, President Trump spoke about former Prince Andrew's arrest aboard Air Force One.
I think it's a very sad thing. It's really interesting because nobody used to speak about Epstein when he was alive, but now they speak. But I'm the one that can talk about it because I've been totally exonerated. I did nothing. In fact, the opposite. He was against me. He was fighting me in the election, which I just found out through the last 3 million pages of documents.
For more on the former prince's connection to the Epstein files, Virginia Giuffre's family reacting to his arrest, and the full statement from King Charles, head to our website, cbsnewyork.com.